Once upon a time, in a small town in India during the early 2000s, lived a young man named Peter Panchal. Peter was an ordinary boy, neither outstanding in studies nor in sports. He struggled to keep up with his peers, often feeling like he was falling behind. His parents, however, always believed in his potential and encouraged him to find his own path, even when he doubted himself. As the final year of his academics approached, Peter's anxiety grew. He knew his scores wouldn't be impressive. When the results were finally posted, he braced himself and looked at his mark sheet. Once again, they revealed below-average scores in every subject. That moment shattered him. He felt as if his dreams were slipping away, and he was destined to be a loser in life. That night, overwhelmed by despair, Peter called his father from a phone booth and told him he would stay at his friend's house for the night. Without much thought, he bought a ticket for the last stop on a bus that was about to depart, as if fleeing from his pain and the weight of expectations. As the bus pulled away into the night, Peter closed his eyes, hoping to escape his troubles. He drifted off to sleep, but soon awoke to a hush of movement and the faint sounds of the night. The bus had punctured in the middle of a dark, quiet place, so remote that hardly any vehicles passed by. The passengers, including Peter, settled in for the night, some sleeping, some quietly waiting. Peter, however, felt restless and curious. Instead of sleeping, he listened to the peaceful sounds of the wilderness around him. As the midnight hours deepened, Peter's gaze drifted to the window. In the distance, he saw tiny flickers of light, fireflies dancing gracefully in the darkness. Enchanted by their delicate glow and rhythmic movements, he quietly stepped out of the bus, leaving behind the comfort of the seats. He began walking toward the shimmering display of fireflies, feeling a gentle calm washing over him. With each step, his worries seemed to melt away, replaced by a serene peace he had never known before. The quiet night enveloped him, and he felt as if he was reconnecting with an ancient part of himself, the part that knew the true meaning of happiness and contentment. As he drew closer, Peter looked up and saw a sky filled with a gentle, glowing light, stars twinkling softly above the dancing fireflies. He sat down on the cool earth beneath his celestial canopy, feeling the gentle hum of the universe. In that moment, tears welled up in his eyes, not of sadness, but of pure, profound joy. He felt a deep, unspoken understanding. Life wasn't about scores or achievements, but about finding oneself amid the vastness of existence. He closed his eyes for a while, soaking in the serenity of the scene. When he finally opened his eyes, the first rays of sunlight touched his face, warm and bright. Peter found himself in the middle of lush fields, far away from the bus and the dark night. He walked through the fields with a heart full of peace and clarity, feeling a newfound connection with life itself. Returning to his town, Peter embraced his parents tightly and said, "Mark sheets measure market value, but last night I discovered something far more precious. The true essence of life is to love yourself, to accept whatever you have, and to live with fullness and joy in your heart. We are all already enough, just as we are." From that day forward, Peter carried the memory of that magical night, the night he found himself not in the chaos of failure, but in the quiet sanctuary of his soul. And he understood that true success lies in embracing your inner self and living with love, serenity, and gratitude. And so he lived happily, forever guided by the light of his own inner fireflies.